Guys, and welcome back to the Chaotic Kitz channel, where I'm Michelle, document my life here on YouTube as I try to become a full-time author, while also traversing the world of multiple personalities. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. But today we are going to be taking a break from my young adult novel and working on my children's chapter books. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Let's get into it. Guys, today is January 2nd, and I'm going to be taking today, tomorrow, and possibly Sunday to work on Bugztopia books. So if you guys do not know, Bugztopia is my middle grade children's chapter book series that I write under the pen name Shelly. They are a book series that I wrote for our nephew who, at the age of 7, wanted us to write him a book series about bugs, because honestly, what little boy doesn't like bugs? Or I guess little girl too, because I've heard of some little girls liking to play with bugs too. But, having a world inspired by bugs, we decided together that they were going to be cops, and this is the story of these bugs trying to save their city. And right now we are currently working on editing book 7 through 14, and getting that sent to beta readers / getting it ready for the final editions to be released. These books won't come out until 2027, 2028 kind of time, at the that's going to be the earliest that they're going to be released, just because I don't have the financial means to do all the work that it takes to get the books to that point, getting the covers done, or getting all the formatting and stuff, all that I need to have time with. But I can at least spend money on getting the beta reader done, which my beta reader costs $10 per book. They're super short books, and she also told me, I don't have to pay her, but it feels wrong not paying her. So send her $10 for every book. There's 6 books that need to get done still. Seven books that need to get done still. And then I want to possibly get proof copies of the books and then read them over just to see how everything's going. But basically, I've already have book 7 done. This is part of season 2. You can tell it's season 2 by the color of the book is. But I have book 7 pretty much done. All I need to do is pretty much publish it, because I have the cover art done, I have it already done. This book is pretty much done. I'm just going back and editing it again, and I'm I could release this, but I'm I don't want to have book 7 be released now, and then, in 2027 have book 8 released later, because they all go together. But yeah, so I'm working on book 7 right now. On chapter 5 of it, I don't know exactly how, my game plan for how long I'm going to be working on this for, but I'm thinking, by the end of June, probably, try to have these books done, or as done as I can get them, and then start working on writing season 3 of Bugztopia, which hopefully will be the final season of the Bugztopia PD books, but Bugztopia will be continuing on way past season 3. I've got spin-off series like Insectopolis PD, and the extra scenes that I have in the omnibus, I would like to get those done as a picture books and stuff, so I have lots of ideas, and I'm just trying to get them all done, and, yeah, that's kind of how my life is going. So basically, this video is going to be me working on book 7, probably not going to get it done today, or, in this video. I'm probably going to try to push it, try to get it done by the 10th, maybe the 11th, get it done in the first 2 weeks of the year. But if it takes me the whole month, it takes me the whole month. I'm not going to beat myself up about it, because I do primarily want to work on Grace's young adult novel, but I need breaks from that at times, so I need to balance my life. Especially considering I'm somebody who's trying to get 2 pen names off the ground and possibly a 3rd in the future. I need to get my life together. And, I don't know, I've been feeling this, not resilience, but, this refurbished energy that I haven't had in a very long time. I'm feeling so inspired and also so motivated in life. And I'm not sure if it's just because 2025 ended on a good year, it kind of had a rough middle part, but like towards the end, I was having a really good time. Like I wrote over 30,000 words 2 months in a row, and I'm just like I was feeling really good, and I'm just wanting to continue that on till now, the end of 2026 or into the future. Yeah, I'm really enjoying life, and I'm wanting to get things done. So hopefully this isn't the sign of me eventually going to burn out and stuff, but if it is, then I'll take the time that I need off, but I'm also going to just enjoy life a little. Especially considering that I no longer have a job, I'm able to fully dedicate myself to writing and to pursuing my full-time life. And I actually just posted 3 different posts onto Instagram about like the word of the year, what my goals are for the month, for 2026 as author Shelly, and telling them that like I'm reading book 3 on the author Shelly page. Like my word of the year is blossom, and I'm really wanting to truly blossom in my life. I'm wanting to do school visits. Like I don't know, like 2026 is just gonna be a great year. And I say this now, but I'm also like deep down I'm like maybe it's gonna like this is a sign that it's gonna end up badly, but I'm like I'm not gonna think about that. I just want to enjoy life right now, and like I want to be invigorated by what I do. And working on Bugztopia, like yes, it's sad that I don't have to like I'm not gonna be able to publish them, but like I can at least enjoy the writing and then continue writing the books. And like I could have like 20 books written in the books, like 20 books written in a Bugztopia world, and only have 6 published, but I will eventually get to release them all. Like, it may be a work in progress, but it'll eventually get done. And that's all I can really ask for, is asking for that the books will eventually get done, because at the end of the day, that's all I care about. So, yeah. I don't know. I've got this super energy going on, and I've just been feeling really good. Mental health-wise, like, I've been having pretty good times. Like, I've been journaling more, and like as I'm journaling, I feel like I'm discovering more about myself, and also just feeling like I am a boss person. Like I can do things. So yeah, I'm just in a really good mood. I've been talking for 7 minutes. I'm going to get started working on book 7. I'm on chapter 5. We are at 25,651 words. This is the biggest book so far. It is a chunky beast. The next biggest book was book 5. But yeah, I'm ready to go. Chapter 5. I'm also doing like a little like, recap of each chapter, like having like a outline, like a chapter outline of each book as I go on, so then I don't have to constantly reread the book series as I go on. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just having fun. Let's get into some writing, and I will see you guys whenever I stop for lunch. Stop for supper, or when I stop for the day, or in tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. Just got done for the day for work. Really exhausted. I think I've done roughly 2 to 3 hours worth of work today. Actually, I'd probably say more than that, because I did record some videos, upload some videos, and that takes about an hour for each video, because I have to import the footage, then I have to export the video, which takes at least 45 minutes to do, so yeah. But so I did 4 chapters today. I did chapter 5, 6, 7, and 8. I added 114 words to the story. I really, like, towards the end, I didn't really change much. I felt like it was pretty solid, and like there was just some grammar things that need to be fixed, but honestly that's pretty good. So yeah, chapter 9, I'm working on chapter 9 tomorrow. Don't really have anything else to say. My head hurts. So hopefully tomorrow when I work on it, I'll be a little more energetic for it. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'll see you guys later, okay? Bye! Hey guys, it is Saturday the 3rd of January. It's actually pretty late I say late at night, it's 6 o'clock, which is pretty late for me. Typically I stop writing, stop working altogether at like 3, and realistically I haven't really done much of anything today, mostly because I spent a good portion of the day with my niece and nephew. My brother, I went down to where they lived and picked them up and brought them here. So I had a lot of fun with them. I think I spent like 4 or 5 hours with them, which is really good for me. A lot of time with peopling is hard, even if they are my family. But before I did that, I had a journaling session this morning, really, really good. Then I read a book. Well, I read the Complex PTSD from Surviving to Thriving book. I read chapter 10, which was about shrinking the outer critic and stuff. I did some reflection on it. And then I sent my journaling sessions from the last 2 weeks to my therapist, because we had therapy on Tuesday. But yeah, I did really good. Didn't do any work on Bugztopia, but can't win them all. But I'm just gonna kind of do like a reflection of this week, or like these last 3 days. If I record on Saturdays, I'll probably do this, because Saturdays are kind of like my end of the week goals, like recap kind of thing. But I did really good. I wrote over 8,000 words, sorry. I wrote 8,847 words in the last 3 days alone. And I wrote for about 8.5 hours. Could be more, could be less. A lot of the words were in my journaling sessions, but considering I only wrote 1 chapter, I still had like a really good, I wrote like over 3,000 words for the chapter I wrote. But I wrote 5,000 in journaling sessions, but I had like 4 different journaling sessions. So yeah, I've had really a lot of fun. So yesterday was the second, and I think I showed you guys this in my first video, where I was, like, the video that's getting posted on Sunday. It's the reflection, the first day of 2026, where I was doing some writing. And I got this Thanks You Had One Job calendar for Christmas. And it says, I've read it 3 times, and I'm no closer to knowing what kind of seeds these are. And, the label has some, it looks like pumpkin seeds, but it's not spelled like pumpkins, and I don't even know what they were trying to say. But that was what that image was. And then on the back, it's got, little fun facts and trivia stuff. So the trivia for the second was, how many valves does the human heart have? So if you want to leave what you have to say down in the comments below, go ahead and do that. But since today is the 3rd, I already looked at what it is. But there are 4 valves in the heart. Sorry, just throwing that out. The answer to it is 4 valves. 4 valves. I would try to read them, but I'm not going to, because medical words are weird. But yeah, and this is what the 3rd and 4th picture looks like. So we close at 9, and then the clock, and the clock, the little saying on the side is, maybe just leave out the whole clock drawing off next time. Tomorrow, before I close out the video, because I will probably close out this video tomorrow, I will tell you the fun fact that is on the back of this clip, on the back of this paper, and yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, really good. It didn't, like I said, it didn't work on Bugztopia, but other than that, I've had fun. I feel like there's gonna be 2 different types of videos that I do do coming up. There's going to be working on my main project, which is the young adult Christian fiction novel, and working on some other projects while I'm busy, just taking a little bit of a break, But whatever happens, happens. I feel like I'm shrinking in a camera frame. I don't know. But that's all I gotta say. I will see you guys tomorrow, where I will plan on doing a lot of work in Bugztopia Book 7. But I also do want to read some more in different books. So, yeah. That's all I gotta say. I'll see you guys later, okay? Bye! Hey guys, today is January 4th. It is a Sunday. Okay, I just got done doing my edits for for book 7 of Bugztopia. For a reminder, this is what the book looks like. Not the final cover and stuff, but this is just a proof copy that I had back in, like, let's just see when I printed this. Back in May, I printed this, and, yeah, I'm just slowly working on this book. Going to be editing the rest of the books in this season. But yeah, so I added, like, 296 words at a grand total of 26,061 words in this, in the book of Bugztopia. It is bigger than it originally started, but, you know, it's been a while since I've been at it, so it makes sense to get it bigger. Yeah. So I was gonna say, like, it's so fascinating to me how different each one of my each one of my authors slash pen names slash authors in my system write. Because, like, and, like, I know each one of my okay, so, if you guys don't know, I am somebody who has some sort of multiple personalities, some sort of dissociative disorder, never really officially figured out what type. Will I ever get it figured out? Maybe eventually. I live in the middle of nowhere, and if I were to go get diagnosed, I would have to stay there for, like, 3 days, I think I've heard, if not longer, and, so that would mean I'd have to get a hotel, and then I would also have to pay for the examination, or, like, the testing, and the test, and the place that I looked at wouldn't have, like, you have to have, like, a, like, court order, or it costs, like, $10,000 to get done, and I'm like, that's not in my playing cards, and honestly, I don't know if it'll ever be in my playing cards. So I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to live my life however I want to live it, and people can question me or not. But yeah, so I have 3 pen names. There's Shelly, Grace, and Maris. Shelly writes the Bugztopia books, and just how Shelly writes, not only in, like, each story, like, how the structure of the story is designed is different, but, like, even their writing styles. So, like, Shelly writes, like, whenever she's drafting, she writes 2 chapters a day. When she's editing, she writes, she edits, like, 3 to 4, 5, 6 chapters a day. And then with, like, Grace, because Grace is the only other one that we've technically started writing books. We've kind of done some writing for Maris, but not really. But, like, Grace, she writes 1 chapter for 2 days, edits as she goes, and as she edits the story too, like, she maybe does 1 or 2 chapters, but really it's 1 chapter a day kind of thing. Or 1 chapter an hour kind of thing. And I'm just like, it's just fascinating how different they are. But yeah, so I really don't have anything else that I needed to really update you guys on. Oh, I was gonna say, so in 2026, I really want to get back into reading. I want to, like, really build myself up and build, like, a strong foundation for who I am and stuff. Because, like, I really truly believe, like, 2026 is my year. Like, it's gonna be a great year. My word of the year is blossom, and I really feel like I'm gonna be blossoming into a new person this year. This could all be crazy talk, but who knows. But I'm wanting to do a lot more reading, and what I've decided is, as I read, so I'm currently reading 2 different books. I'm reading my Complex PTSD from Surviving to Thriving book, and then I'm reading a book that a local author wrote, and I'm just, like, I'm reading it, but then also, like, after, like, 30 minutes of reading it, or after a certain chapter, depends on what book it is, I then, like, journal and, like, reflect on what the writing was about, kind of thing. I find I like it. You know, I'm just enjoying it. It also helps with the word counts and stuff, because, I don't know, I'm striving for so many words a month that it's kind of ridiculous, but honestly, like, we're only on day 4, and I'm already at 10,000 words written for the week. For the month, and I'm just like, my goal was 18, but I'm like, I need to stop worrying about word counts and stuff, but if I write the words and, you know, I'm thinking maybe eventually, like, I don't know, like, all these words that I'm writing, I feel like are leading up to something. Because, like, with the local author book, she writes pretty much her spiritual journey getting back into Christianity and stuff. And it's just, like, I would eventually like to write those kind of books for local people too, and have them be able to publish and print stuff, you know. Something that I kind of did for Grandma, you know, and so she can give it to her kids and stuff. Yeah, I wanted to possibly do that, and then also, like, just really being more of a, I can't think of the word, constructive reader, or critical thinker. That's the word I was looking for a critical thinker. Instead of just, like, reading and then forgetting about it later kind of thing, you know? But I'm restarting, so I'm pretty much rereading all the books that I previously read last year or were working through. So I'm rereading the Complex PTSD book. I'm rereading the local author's book, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna work through it, kind of thing. Now before I close out today's video, I'm gonna do the rest of what this calendar had said. So I believe I showed you guys this, but we close at 9, and then the clock says 3 o'clock. But the fun fact for it is the hottest planet in the solar system is Venus, with an average surface temperature of 867 Fahrenheit or 464 degrees Celsius. Wow, that's ridiculous. Yeah. Just wanted to show you that, and like, I think I told you last time, on the second, it asked how many valves were in the heart. There's 4 valves in the heart, so yeah. Honestly, that's all I've got to say. The next video I think is going to be, I have 2 ideas. One is to do a video like my new, like, writing routine / day routine kind of thing, at least for the winter, so kind of doing a winter reset. Or I'm going to be writing chapter 20 for Grace's book. So one of those 2 videos. That's all I gotta say. And as I'm trying to end all the videos, I'm here to make fantasies come true one story at a time. Bye.